Now we have some of the figures that, thanks to this Brown University group, the Watson Institute, we have some of the figures of what this has actually cost. We're now $6 trillion in. It's 2018 now. What do you think of the war on terror?
Okay. Well, at this point, I object to it being called the war on terror. It's not a war on terror. I call it empire preservation wars or empire maintenance, basically. I hope that that's becoming more apparent. Like Glenn Greenwald said one time, there are some silver linings to this Trump presidency and that train wreck of an election. I think people are taking maybe a little bit more honest look at things that they didn't want to look at under Obama. I do think that it's an empire preservation war, but that doesn't even cover it, Dan, because you have to take into consideration that we are an arms industry.
Right. That's what's important.
If you really cut down on the arms trade, our economy goes into a tailspin, I think. So that's really a catch-22.
So I don't think they're going to cover the Brown University study or anything like that. But more importantly, I think the larger conversation is one they don't want to have, which is the costs of empire. How much does it cost a year? They say we don't have money for this. We don't have money for welfare. We don't have money for health insurance. Folks, every year, $700 billion, really more.
A lot more.
Goes to the Pentagon. That's enough for 10 welfare states. And it's funny is that there's some sort of bipartisan consensus, including the progressive think tanks, who never say anything about all this money going to empire. What's the cost of empire? There's your universal health coverage, $5.6 trillion. That could have paid to have everyone on Medicare.
They're developed countries. How come they can do it and we can't? Well, there's your answer right there.
Yeah, they don't have a Pentagon siphoning off $1 trillion a year.